because they want to be able to put a little bit aside for their retirement, to be able to send their kids to college, to be able to take a vacation in the summer if they can. Those are your priorities. Those are my priorities. I've had the distinct pleasure of serving you for many years in the legislature, and I humbly ask that you send me back to keep up the job. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Bob. And again, thank everybody. I want to thank everybody here. It's good to see a lot of friends coming out in support. As somebody who is a neighbor in this area, and this is an area where I've done launches, just distributing newsletters and distributing things to people in the district. I've attended countless meetings here for the Humboldt Park Watch and for Bayview Neighborhood Association. So it's appropriate that what will probably be the last debate before we go out and campaign for these last 12 days before the polls close, that I'm able to speak directly to you, the voters, the people who count, people who are influencing what's going to happen in our community. And I want to tell you exactly, if it's not clear already, where I stand on a lot of these issues and why the difference is so clear. And the difference is leadership. The difference is having somebody who's going to stand up and explain tough votes to you. Someone who's going to get out there and be in the neighborhood with you. Because, you know, we had about an hour here where we went over a lot of different topics. And chances are we didn't hit the one that's most important to you. Or we didn't hit the one that's going to be the most important to you next year, or the year after that, or the year after that. So I think what's important is having a neighbor that's going to represent you. Having somebody who's going to be coming to your neighborhood groups, not just when election time rolls around, but whenever there's a problem in the community, whenever there's a project that you want to get support for, that you want to see happen and work with other neighbors. If there's a meeting you want to get, I'm happy to do that. I've been doing that, to go out and flyer with people in 100-degree heat or in below zero temperatures or in snowstorms, to get the word out, to make sure we're connecting our neighborhoods. And that's something that I pride myself on doing. Some of the things that I already mentioned about doing Humboldt Park cleanups, about coordinating this kitchen here. Another is over at 6th and Howard, where we ended up getting community gardens in, where we solved the problem, where this land had been sitting vacant for 3 decades, and we're able to get that land to be used for community gardens. So I think that there's a lot of small things. A list of small things are good. But what separates me is the ability to form coalitions in neighborhoods and overall. We did that when we needed to pass the referendum. We did that with Supervisor Jersick and others to stand up to save to create the coalition to save the home bridge. And we do that a lot to make sure that people are educated. And sometimes that's what it takes, instead of just reacting to what talk radio is screaming about, to get out there, work with people, and educate people on these issues. I think that as far as jobs go, I think it's essential to have somebody who's going to stand up for our area and push to pass the Clean Energy Jobs Act and all the benefits that we've discussed that come along with that. And I think that that's something that's key. So I think I ask for your vote for somebody who's going to have somebody who has a proven track record of building coalitions to save our parks and transit, to build coalitions in our neighborhoods, and to lead, even when the decisions are tough. There was a mailer that came out, if you haven't gotten it, I'm sure your neighbor did, saying that I voted to reduce the pensions of all county employees, but kept it for myself. What it fails to mention is that I co-sponsored the bill to reduce pensions for elected officials, and on top of that, I led the movement by other supervisors trying to push all of us to give back the equivalent of any furlough days that we were taking, just trying to send a strong message of leadership. And that's something that, again, that I had to sit at the lunch table alone on, with friends who are usually allies of mine. But it was something because it was the right thing to do. And I think what is important is having a senator and having an elected representative that does that always does the right thing. So I ask for your vote in 12 short days on September 14th. Thank you.
Senator Plale and County Supervisor Larson for coming out tonight and sharing their views. Hopefully you leave here with a good idea of which one you will vote for. The main thing is that you do get out and vote September 14th. And thank you, and we'll see you again soon.